figure out what we're going to talk about right before we go live.
I think that's pretty much what we usually do, don't we?
Yeah.
Like, I spent all day not planning.
Me too.
Hey!
Yeah, I was doing a whole lot of stuff today.
What does that light mean? Oh, hey! Hi, everybody. We're back.
Hi, folks.
Welcome to Low Expectations. I'm B. It's my buddy Tom. And you have found yourself in the land of where the beer is going to be great.
And we'll mess something up.
I think we already did. Set a new world record.
Yeah, we're fine.
Season 3, Tommy. Episode 2. Mm-hmm. No turkeys here.
Yeah. I'm hurting today, man. It's going to be a hard show for me.
You can do it.
I'm gonna enjoy these 3 delicious beers.
It's kind of weird, this interesting journey that you're on right now. We'll get into that in a second.
Oh, well, I'm hurting because this afternoon or this morning, remember that big thing that was on my neck?
Yeah.
They went in and cut it all out. And
was the doctor going like this when he was cutting?
Dude, I'm pretty sure there were points where he had like garden shears and he was bracing his foot against my neck and while he was yanking.
I know this is what you tuned in for tonight, folks. Go ahead.
It was I didn't feel any pain.
So I'm guessing you were awake.
I felt myself like getting, he's like yanking on it and it hurts, man. It hurts bad.
Well, I brought some painkiller for you tonight.
Yep, that's what yeah, and I can't take most painkillers because they mess with diverticulitis.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that a kick in the who know whatsies?
Yeah. So I'm actually really looking forward to having some nice beers. Can we start one right away?
We can.
Yay! Okay.
Why don't you just jump right in? Oh, don't be too cheerful.
So tell us about this one.
Curiosity 13?
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the ones that made its way down to me in a box about, 3 weeks ago. It's from Treehouse Brewing. It's a double IPA. It's part of their Curiosity series. They keep just tweaking the hop bills on the same beer, I believe, is how it works.
Okay, yeah, not much description on this one. As far as on the can, there's not a very plain label. Like they just kind of threw the experimental together.
But Nick, it's been here so long. Nate just threw up I mixed Nate within the mix in my head, and I got Nick.
Oh.
Didn't work very well.
Next to mate?
Next to mate. That hurt too. He just threw up the description on the screen for the folks at home to take a look at. It appears there was a good write-up on UnTappd.
Okay, very good.
So,
can we see that again?
Yeah, can we see that again?
Oh, roll that beautiful bean footage. Okay. Yeah,
Northwest American and Southern Hemisphere hops. Can they get any more general? These hops were grown somewhere on Earth, Tom.
Yeah, that's exactly what that is. This is definitely made of hops grown on this planet. Okay, yeah, that's a great explanation. All right, so I knew this was going to be our only show, the show before Thanksgiving.
Yes.
So I had to break out the Thanksgiving glasses.
Fantastic.
Thanksgiving opener. So we'll shoot for the pour for this one. We will shoot to, honestly, the only true Thanksgiving, meaningful glass you could have. It is the Peanuts. Look at that. They're all together. Yeah. It's also, I started, did you notice I started decorating out front of the house?
I did see that.
I did.
You are one heck of a festive guy.
I did the Great Pumpkin, and now I did, I've got a big set up. There's a big sign for the Peanuts all having dinner together, and I'll have one at Christmas too. Ooh, that looks very nice. If this is good, we have to share it with Nate from In the Mix because I'm a terrible person and did not buy him any lagers.
Oh no, you're lagerless?
See him standing over there swaying?
You're lager jam.
He is not happy.
Whoa, so no lagers. Mm-mm. He's been off jerky for some time now. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a whole new season and it's a whole new year. Both of you are all twitchy and beaten up and scruffy. It's like this road to health is lined with hazards.
It's just not fun being healthy.
No, it's not. That's what I hear. Smells really good. Nice nose on this.
It almost disappears, and then you get a touch of like a of a fruit that it's really neat. I'm going to say I'm a fan of that.
It's really spiky on my palate. Like, my tongue is scrubbing big time.
It's really neat. That's something I've never tasted before. Even a touch green in the back, a little hot burn at the very back end there.
But that pops and then recedes.
Yeah, and then there's like a residual fruit that kind of like pokes its head out.
It's not and normally I am hot burn intolerant. I don't like it. It ruins the ride for me. But this kind of like spikes and goes away.
All right, we're gonna get the opinion of an expert. That's neat.
I'm unapologetic in my not love, but I'm very, very fond of Treehouse still to this day. I know other people think that it's passé. People have moved on, but nope, I'm still a fan.
This is something different. This is neat. This is a fun experience.
So, does this make you less mad at me that I sent you the wrong beer and you had to change it at the last minute?
No, I wasn't mad at you. I was like, all right, damn it, because I had just finished. I was like, all right, just finished Curiosity 14. And you're like, oh, by the way, it's 13. Son of a...
Well, I was sitting at work today and I'm like,
sabotage.
What beers do I have in my fridge? I've got a Curiosity. I think it's 14. I was close. I was only one off. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is nice. I like it. It's got an interesting color to it, too. It's a little darker.
Out of all the tree houses I have had in the past, I don't know, year, this is by far the best one. I like this. This is really neat.
Curiosity 13, kids.
It's something a little different. I couldn't tell you. It's weird. It's really nice.
But in a good way.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Real quick before I forget. The kids at home, they should like and comment on this video. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe.
Like, subscribe, and follow.
You should definitely hop on the Facebook group and jump in with both feet and let us know what's going on. Keep us in tune.
Everyone's been so quiet lately.
I know.
Me including. I've been pretty quiet.
I'm like, I go on and I'm like, oh, no one's posted in 3 days. I'll post something.
Yeah. My hot dog eating failure didn't even get posted on there. Did it?
I don't think so. Why don't you tell the kids at home about that?
I only managed to get 7 hot dogs down in 10 minutes. It was the bread, man.
I thought 8-1 last year.
8-1 last year.
So if you would have entered last year, you would have been neck and neck with the winner?
Yeah.
And what was the tally this year?
11.
That's impressive.
It is insane.
Was the 11th person... So can you physically describe the winner to me?
A normal-looking, average dude. He was not overweight. He was not like a skinny, tiny little guy. He was just a normal guy who was determined.
Your average Joe. So was he a bun soaker?
No, he did a different thing than everyone else. I started and I was like, dude, I'm not soaking buns. They were so dry and hard. They were like a week old stale. They were horrible. So I had to soak them. But he would take like 5 hot dogs and eat the hot dogs all in one hand. And then once all the meat was down, he crushed up the rolls into like hard dough balls and just basically like swallowed them down, choked them down.
Were you allowed to drink while you were doing it?
Oh yeah, there was everyone had like bowls of water so you could drink the water or dip the water. Yeah, it was definitely the bread, man. And when I was done after 10 minutes, I wasn't full. I wasn't uncomfortable at all. I was like, hey, you guys want to go get some hot dogs?
So
like,
it's just the mechanics that
it
was the problem.
The mechanics, yeah, it was the 10 minutes. If we had 20 minutes, I would have destroyed all those guys because they would have started to slow down and I would have just kept going at my pace.
And who hosted the event?
Equilibrium and Evil Twin.
And who provided the hot dogs?
That was Holy Dog.
So Holy Dog has amazing hot dogs, but apparently their buns are lacking? Or did they do that on purpose?
I'm pretty sure the buns came from like the dollar store, the cheapest ones you could get off the shelf at. Those were not absolutely, there's no chance those were Holy Dog buns. Holy Dog buns are like really nice bread, really nice. This was not Holy Dog.
So it
buns.
was sponsored by Holy Dog.
Yeah,
I got you.
Air quotes.
Well, have no fear. The little event I'm doing this weekend, brioche hot dog.
Ah, see, that's great. That's the way you go. Potato rolls, anything but those white cardboard.
I like those. I'm a big fan of the split top rolls. Almost like if you're doing the lobster roll.
They're nice.
Yeah.
That's a nice soft bread.
Yes, it is.
They're nice, yeah.
In the mix, what are your thoughts on hot dogs?
Oh,
I like them.
he loves tubular meats.
So, would you say... Oh, wait a second. Hold on. This just in.
Yep.
Explain yourself.
I mean, they're bad for you, right? So that means I like them by default.
I know you had to go out and buy a hot dog roller.
I
He has
did.
owned one for years.
I wish I would have known
It's
that.
his own
yeah.
personal. He wouldn't lend it to you.
Oh,
It's
okay.
his own personal. Needs to have his hot dog roller at all times. Hot dog roller.
Okay, hold
That
on.
is the best way to have a hot dog is off a rotisserie. Not
Absolutely.
rotisserie, but a hot dog roller.
What's your capacity on yours?
24.
Wow. Wow.
It's a large roller.
Wow.
Go big or go home.
Because I just bought a 12 roller, and it's a substantial piece of machinery.
Oh, this thing's giant. Yeah, it's very large.
How
Now,
many-
here's the controversy, now. So, favorite brand of hot dog is the Costco hot dogs.
Yours is?
Yes. Yep, by far. Costco hot dogs, like, over a lot.
BJ's bacon is by far the best bacon I've had from a store in ever. So I wouldn't doubt that the Costco hot dogs.
I've never
are
had a
probably good.
Costco hot dog. In fact, after what I spent today, it wasn't a lot, but it was, a nice chunk of change. I bet I could have done better with the Costco hot dog.
You should try it.
Is it all
See what
beef?
you think? Yes.
Because that's my line. I don't want no chicken and pork in my hot
No,
dog. It's
no,
got to
they're
be all
beef
beef.
hot dogs, and they are, once you eat some of those, like any other store-bought stuff is going to be, like, bland in comparison.
So, how many times in the past calendar year have you busted out your 24 hot dog roller?
It typically only comes out for picnics.
Or if you're having a campfire.
Right,
You're
yeah.
like,
Picnic or a get-together or
people are coming
gathering
over,
where,
it comes
yeah.
It's big.
It's got to be enormous. Like
It's
literally, the
big.
one that I bought and I test drove this weekend was like from the end of the bar to like here.
Yeah.
But it makes
That's
it
how big it
so
was.
easy because, like, once you set the temperature, you put the hot dogs on, and then
I tested. I blast.
self-serve.
I turned mine all. I got the dual
Yep.
controls front and back. I blasted both to 500. Threw a hot dog right out of the pack from the fridge onto the roller. 10 minutes, it was done.
Yeah, like starts bursting.
Yeah, it was starting to split and crack in all the good ways.
Yeah, it is a delicious way to enjoy a hot dog.
Interesting.
We have to address the NOLA trip. Was quite interesting. Overall, an enjoyable place, but apparently there's a huge crime wave happening down there, and not much is going on to stop it. So we were warned by every local. Of course, I would. That's really
Finish
neat.
it.
We were warned by every single local we ran into in the conference setup process. At any time we had a conversation, they all said, "Do not venture anywhere. Do not walk anywhere. Take an Uber somewhere. Get out. Go inside. Then get back in the vehicle and drive away." Yeah. So we couldn't enjoy walking around and doing all that fun stuff that I wish I could do. So that's the NOLA trip in a
What's up,
nutshell.
Brett?
Yo, Brett. We're gonna talk to you. We got to meet up next week.
It's been about 20 years since I've been to NOLA, but 20 years ago, there was like a demarcation line. This was the safe zone. Don't venture beyond here because then it becomes unsafe. Apparently, things have ratcheted up.
This was everywhere. Like we asked, and like, oh, this neighborhood, this section. Like, nope, nowhere. Don't go anywhere. So
That's a Louisiana resident that you're talking to right now.
yeah, he helped me out with places
Oh,
to go.
yeah,
places-
the local knowledge. Always good to have local
Really
knowledge.
great, fun experience. The places we went to were really great, but I like to get a feel for the city I'm in and walk around.
Sure. Absorb it, yeah.
It was a little scary.
Nashville was great. I enjoyed Nashville this summer. Tom, we are in the... What do you need?
Water, please.
Yeah, we are in the process of, and I don't know, I wasn't watching if you were in on that or not, but one of our buddies is getting some double dry hop Ghost airlifted to us.
I can't say no to that. That's a 4-pack I'm gonna buy.
So pretty excited about that. Thanksgiving next week. You're going away.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a tradition for you? You're always going
No,
away?
we bounce around. This year was with the father-in-law year, but he said, I'm going to do something else. So we're like, all right, I guess we're going with the other side of family. So we checked with my family, and they were going to my sister's house. So we said, we'll come to my sister's house.
Because you're missing probably one of your favorite beer days of the year, because there are just so many deep, dark, stout events that day.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I missed them all.
Free Will.
Mm-hmm. Great event. Love it. Tons of variants this year. What, 21, 22 variants?
So many barrels.
Yeah, lots of good barrel.
Free Will. I said Free Will. Imprint.
Mm-hmm.
The 7 Deadly Sins.
7 Deadly Sins. I'm going to miss them.
Not an event, but being released this weekend. Our good friends at Well Crafted are doing a series. Wolf's Pajamas.
4 variants of Wolf Pajamas. Now, I couldn't see them up close. Everything I clicked on, I couldn't get the details. One looks like it has banana.
I love banana stouts.
The way it's like it's a black and yellow label. I'm excited.
We'll have to do more research on that. Yeah. And then just...
Banana Pajamas is what I hope it's called.
Oh, it should be. I'll make a call, see if we can make... It's too late. The label's probably done.
Well, we'll just make him get out a Sharpie.
Okay.
Doug, get out a Sharpie and change the name.
Get on your hands and knees and start scribbling.
But it's not even banana flavored. We don't care.
Now it is. Capone's.
I've never done Capone's.
Never been to Capone's?
Mm-mm. I mean, I've been there, but I've never done like
the event.
Black Friday. Yeah.
That was a staple. There was a good 6 years that I would, and they had this cool thing where they had a morning session and an afternoon session, and they would completely flip the tap list over from morning to afternoon.
Oh, that's cool.
And if you were a real degenerate, you hit the end of the morning session and stayed through for the turnover and hit them all. So that was fantastic.
I used to sleep out overnight. I would get done Thanksgiving, and then like 11 or 12 o'clock, I would drive and wait outside someplace that was opening for the Bourbon County variants.
Oh, yeah.
I would sleep in line for those.
That's crazy. That used to be the be-all, end-all of Black Friday events.
And they're just not that good anymore.
Wah,
they're not worth waiting in
wah,
line for.
Wah.
And they're going to be on the store shelves in Wegmans.
So I'm not that worried about it. There were a couple others. The Spinnerstown Hotel has a Black Friday event.
No.
Yeah, they do. It just popped up on my feed the other day. And I feel like there's one more that I'm missing. Somebody write in comments, because I know there's one more that I'm missing. But there's so much going on that day.
Yeah,
personally, I'm on the fence. I don't love just the barrel age as much as you guys do. So I don't know if I want to get up super early and go to Free Will. We have a bunch of Low X Army will be at Free Will early. There's rumors of an early share going on that morning. I think Free Will opens at 10 that day. And so people are going there to get their allotments.
There always is a good share there. You know?
And then...
And they give breakfast sandwiches away.
That component is sliding over to Imprint for the 7 Deadly Sins release. And I don't know how many of you out there are soccer fans, but there's a pretty big soccer event coming up. It's a cup that they give people all around the world. It's a huge thing.
Is it to drink beer out of?
It can be. Yes, the World Cup is starting. And USA plays England, which is a huge game on Black Friday.
Is USA good?
They have a chance. So, yes,
okay.
We're decent. So, yes, it could be an exciting experience. Even more so exciting is the fact that every time the USA scores, if you are sitting in Imprint, you get a free beer.
Shut up.
And they pour you the beer in a specially branded stadium cup that's Imprint World Cup. So if USA scores 3 goals...
We're bored. Maybe we'll come home on Friday.
You get 3 free beers and 3 cups.
Maybe we'll come home Friday. Oh, we'll see what happens.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Friday's gonna be a fun day.
Yeah. But we already have snow at the lake, so I'm itching to get up there, get up in the snow. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Very interested.
Oh, what I think about this second beer?
Show.
We're gonna open up a second beer here, folks.
Beep 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 beep. So go ahead and walk them through it, and then I'm going to talk to you about that beer.
This is called Awfully Deep by Modestman. And I love the fact that it's he's a modest man, but he's awfully deep. Okay, double IPA, 8.4% ABV. Tasting notes, Idaho 7 and Citra hops. Citrus marmalade, papaya, creamy pine, silky mouthfeel, made in Keene, New Hampshire. Pew pew!
Oh, how about that? Matty Laser's making an appearance.
And it looks like lasers on the front, too.
Pew pew pew!
Okay, let's give this guy a pour. We'll switch over to this side here. And next we're going to have to pour into your Thanksgiving glass there. I'll pour it for you. Check this one out. Snoopy and Woodstock in their holiday finest.
I'm liking the cut of the jib on the look of this beer.
It looks really nice.
Why did you make that groan? Do you not like Idaho 7?
I do not. I'm not fond of a hop that tastes like potatoes. And it smells like potatoes.
Is that because you've cut out carbs? Is that why you're so angry?
No, I've just never liked Idaho 7. Ever. Tastes like Idaho 7.
I like it. Me likey. So let me tell you a story about this particular beer.
Yeah, tell me about it. It's a really well done beer. Idaho 7 aside, that is a crispy, clean, yummy beer.
It's delicious.
It's just not my hop.
The citrus there too. It's not like all Idaho 7.
Yeah.
This beer came to me. Yeah. Go ahead.
I think he's got to taste it a few more times.
Is he making faces?
Mm-hmm.
This isn't lagery at all, Batman.
Yeah, it tastes like an IPA.
Yeah. This box came to me from our mutual acquaintance, the friend that you set me up with.
Oh.
And when I went on that epic road trip, a.k.a. when Petrov kidnapped me and made me go to 45 breweries, we stopped at Treehouse. And I had a big box because our mutual friend really liked stuff from down here. And I was just like, take this. He's like, oh, man, you are awesome, dude. Here, why don't I? And I'm like, well, you don't need to give me any Treehouse because we're at Treehouse. I'm buying Treehouse.
So you got to meet him personally?
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
I didn't tell you that story?
You may have.
Him and his buddy came out. We hung out at Treehouse. It was a great time.
Oh, that's cool. So a guy that I got hooked up with over the internet, incredibly nice, generous person. And I could not keep up with his demand for. So I was like, can you keep up with this guy? Because I can't do it. I can't.
And honestly, I don't keep up with him either. But I knew I was going up there, so I contacted him, and all the stars aligned, and I dropped a giant bomb on him when I was up there.
That's great.
So we were talking, and I was like, I don't need anything. I was like, whenever you get around to it, wait like 3, 4, 5 months and just send something to me. And he's like, awesome, dude, sure. And he's like, have you ever had Modestman? And I'm like, I have no idea what that is. And he was like raving about this brewery I'd never heard about. So he, over the summer, he like would randomly, sporadically, like, yo, sending something to you, so he kind of like sent me Treehouse and squibs and squirts. So a week ago I come home, my wife is like, yo, dude, there's a box. The box came for you.
Nice.
I'm like, I'm not expecting a box.
I love the box.
She's like, yeah, it's totally a beer box. I'm like, I'm not expecting anything. I don't know what's going on. I open it up. Oh, man.
It's a really good beer if it didn't have Idaho 7 in it.
It's a really good beer.
It really. Did you have anything else by them?
I have. This is my first one.
Okay.
The note inside the box says, who doesn't like a surprise now and then? These are a sampling of those Modestman beers I mentioned. Best IPAs in New Hampshire, in my opinion. And a new Tired Hands, which will be there.
Cool.
So, good beer, nothing, because I was having a shitty day, and literally that turned my
That's
whole outlook on life around.
That's
so I am a big fan of the surprise beer box. I will be sending some out in the new year for sure, because man, what a great way to make people feel good.
Nice. Yeah, that is fun. That's cool.
So it was good, and I like this beer. I like it.
That is. I'm super interested in trying other beers by them. That was a well done beer.
Did you see the rating on it, dude? Did you throw it? Did you throw that up?
It was a 4.2, 4.26.
Hold on. Gotta go back. There we are.
4.23. It's close.
Pretty darn good, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a good beer, even though it has Idaho 7 in it. I wish I would have known your disdain for Idaho 7. I would have picked a different one.
Oh no.
You got like 5 or 6 other ones in there.
You always have to try new things, you know? Once in a while you gotta try and be like, nope, still don't like it. Do the same thing with asparagus, and asparagus sucks.
I like asparagus too.
And salmon. I wish I liked salmon. I really want to like
That's one of the only fish I like.
I want to like salmon, but I do not like the taste of it. I love other fish, pretty much every other fish.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, salmon's unique in its fishiness that just doesn't do it for me.
Interesting.
Yeah, whatever.
You're going up to the lake.
Yep. Are you doing a turkey?
Yep. I just found out that we are reactivating the tradition that's been on pause for a couple of years. And here's what I mean by that.
Okay.
When my boys were younger, a lot of people out there know that I do 95% of the cooking in my house. So on Thanksgiving, I got the day off.
Oh.
I didn't cook a thing. My wife and my mother-in-law prepared the whole meal. And that was a tradition for years. While they were cooking all day in the kitchen, I scooped up the boys when they were young, and my father-in-law and myself took the boys to the movies every Thanksgiving. We would start our day at the movies. It was always empty. It was beautiful. We'd sit wherever we want. Blah, blah, blah. Usually a good movie was coming out that time of year. And then we would roll home, sit around for an hour or two, start snacking, and then early meal.
Nice.
Every year. So the past 5 years, that tradition stopped. Talking to my wife the other day, I'm like, don't know how I'm going to cook the turkey this year. I'm thinking about doing this. She's like, you don't have to worry about it. I was like, what do you mean? She's like, you're going to the movies. I'm like, I'm going to the movies?
Oh, that's awesome.
Back? So, yep.
Cool. I started a tradition a couple years ago. I was sick. I really am. I'm sick and tired of shitty dry turkey. So I started to do the turkey. I'm like, wherever we go, I'll be like, I'll handle the turkey, okay? The sides are fine. Whatever sides you want to make, sides are fun and unique. Whatever you want to do, good. But I will take care of the turkey.
And I also feel like wherever you're going, they would be happy to hear that you're going to take care of the turkey. Oh, yeah.
They're always like, yeah. Because the first year they were like, I don't know. You do weird stuff. I don't know what a brine is. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. So then that year, then once I cut it, they were like, wow, this is like the best turkey I ever had. I didn't know turkey could taste like this. Yeah. Yes. So, actually, this year, my sister is covering the turkey. So I was like, okay. How
do you feel about that?
I hate it. I was like, I'm going to make a turkey too. So I'll bring a second turkey. And I'm super into, right now, I'm really, really into smoking stuff. So I bought, have you seen a turkey cannon?
No.
It's like a beer can chicken times 50. It's this huge phallic looking cannon that like holds the legs. It has extra things on the side and holes drilled along in it. So I'm gonna fill the turkey cannon.
You're gonna violate a turkey.
Oh yeah, big time. I mean this thing is huge. So I'm gonna fill the turkey cannon with orange juice and cranberry juice.
Why have you not made a shirt that says turkey cannon yet?
I did get a Thanksgiving shirt this year though. So the turkey cannon, it's cheap. It was only like $25 and it's a really nice stainless piece. So I'm gonna smoke the turkey in my smoker with use some applewood smoke, maybe a slight touch of something else, maybe a little pecan. But then I'm gonna use the turkey cannon. I'm gonna brine it like I usually do, and then turkey cannon it with orange juice and cranberry juice.
You use the same brine every year?
Yes.
Because it works.
Yep, it's a perfect brine. It just does the job. It doesn't change the flavor of the turkey crazy. It just really makes it very juicy and very delicious.
Before I was relieved of my duties this year, I was going down a crazy road myself. I was spatchcocking.
So I want to spatchcock, but you cannot turkey cannon and spatchcock.
No, you cannot.
So if I did not get the turkey cannon, when I saw I was already planned on spatchcock. I was good. I had the...
Have you spatchcocked before?
No, but
Neither
I had
have
it
I.
down, and I looked at it, I was like, I can do this. This
Yeah,
is simple.
that's what I thought.
So I was ready to go that route until I saw on the internet this turkey cannon, and I was like, shit, I'm not spatchcocking.
I'm confused by In the Mix's face over there. What's going on?
I'm just nodding and smiling. I have no fucking clue what you're saying.
So a spatchcock, for those that don't know, basically
Me.
you cut the bird down the opposite side of the spine, like down the chest.
Both sides. You take it out. Take the spine completely
And
out.
then you cut that, then you break the ribs down, you cut the spine completely out so the turkey lies completely flat and cooks very evenly.
It's all about surface area,
Yep.
buddy.
Yeah, it cooks real evenly. You put it in a larger pan.
Is it only spatchcocking when you do it to a turkey?
Nope.
Spatchcock chickens are also... Any
Duck,
poultry.
chicken,
Yeah.
Cornish hen.
Yeah, any kind of poultry.
Cow.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. You could definitely spatchcock a cow.
I was all in for spatchcocking.
Yeah. So that was actually what I was doing. I had the plan all set, except I saw this turkey cannon and was like, damn. When you Google it, you'll be like, all right, I'm in on a turkey
I
cannon.
think we may need to send a camera up to the lake with you and just grab some footage of
Oh, I could do
you
that.
and the turkey cannon and the turkey coming to terms with each other, and you got to romance that bird a little bit.
I'm not sure how I'm going to get that cannon into the bird. This thing is
know.
big.
Maximum effort.
If I was the turkey, I'd probably take the cannon.
Yeah, I might need to lube it up. Get in there. It's
Buy it a couple drinks first.
Versus getting spatchcocked. Yeah.
but that's funny. Yeah, that's my plan.
Fantastic.
I'm also going to do, it was requested that I make my deviled eggs, so I'm going to do that, which is like every family dinner I go to. But I think I'm going to do half and half. I'm going to smoke half. And then, when you smoke your deviled eggs, do you make them completely and then smoke them?
Nope.
No. So you...
I hard boil them,
Yep.
and then I put them on the smoker. Then I pull them
Hard boiled in the shell or out of the shell on the smoker?
in the shell, and then I peel, and then I put the whole egg on the smoker.
So peeled egg on the smoker.
Yep, and then I pull it off, split it, and finish.
Okay.
Oh, I love smoked deviled eggs. They're
Yeah.
fantastic.
So I've never done that. I think I'm going to do that for fun. And yeah, that's it.
Mashed potatoes.
One side of the family.
What? Explain.
My side of the family doesn't touch mashed potatoes. At Thanksgiving, it just is not something that was ever on the table.
Okay.
It drives my wife crazy. She always makes mashed potatoes and brings them so that she can have mashed potatoes. And that's fine. Go ahead. But none of us touch them. We go for the other sides.
How are you doing gravy when you're smoking? You have a pan, catch drippings?
I could do that. I was thinking about doing it and then creating like a nice smoky gravy. I was thinking about doing that, but I did not have a set plan.
Okay. Stuffing?
Oh yeah, definitely. My favorite. Yep.
Sides, veggies.
Very minimal veggies. My family growing up, it was candied carrots, like with a ton of butter and brown sugar.
Sounds fabulous.
Oh, they were great. Green bean casserole,
Yep.
and I think that was pretty much it.
We do.
Oh, corn casserole, like corn souffle sort of thing.
Like the corn pudding?
Yeah, like that, yeah.
We do green beans. We do Brussels. Ready for this? Very, very polarizing vegetable. Turnips. We do turnips.
I love turnip puree.
I love turnips.
I think they're, and especially really, really well roasted, just fantastic. So I'm no carbs, but vegetable carbs, I tend to, if I want to, that's the way I'll lean. We roasted a ton of turnips and a couple tomatoes in a pan, and then used the immersion blender and blended it into like a beautiful cream, and used that as the creamy base for a soup. It was fantastic.
Almost like a turnip bisque.
It was incredible. The
Yeah.
roastiness.
Well, I love turnips.
And just blended it till it was smooth, as like silky smooth, thick and silky smooth. Can I have some water? And we're gonna do the third beer.
Biscuits. We always do biscuits.
I think I never touched the bread, but I think they do like the Hawaiian rolls.
Oh yeah.
I think that's what they usually get,
Does
or
it-
like those like crescent rolls.
Dessert.
Oh yeah, pecan pie, pumpkin gooey cake.
Did you say pumpkin gooey cake?
Pumpkin gooey cake. It is so much better than pumpkin pie. It'll blow your mind.
I don't know what it is, but I think I would like it.
Oh, it's so good.
We do apple. My wife makes scratch apple, and then we always get the same store-bought pumpkin, which I don't want her to make pumpkin. I like the store-bought. It's what I like.
That's a store-bought pumpkin. I have nothing wrong with. No problem with it. As long as it's not overdone. It can't be like dark on top. It has to be the light colored.
Okay, yeah.
Overdone. I don't like overdone pumpkin pie. Yuck.
And I'll eat 2 meals. I'll sit down and eat the regular meal. I'll go rest for a little while. Then I'll come back and do another round. And each round is like multiple components. First round is turkey, mashed potatoes, and stuffing. Second round is all veggies.
Oh, see, I kind of do 2 rounds, but my first round, like, hardcore hors d'oeuvres. Like, you go with all the different, appetizers that are out first. And it's almost a full meal.
We don't do a lot of appetizers. We do like a charcuterie-ish, like cheeses and meats, and that's kind of it. Just a little, because there's a lot of eating that day.
We do olives, pickles. There's always, like, chips and some kind of sour cream. Oh, maybe I'll smoke some sour cream.
You mean cream cheese?
Cream cheese, I mean.
Yeah, the block of cream cheese. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a big fan.
That's really good stuff.
Big winner.
Okay. All right, so it's time to go for the third beer. Third beer is the dessert for the night. And I chose this one because it is a year old today. Today, they released the barrel-aged version of this exact beer. So for 1 year, it's sat in barrels. They released it today. It's sold out in like 0.2 seconds. It's gone. The market for it is humongous. I didn't go for it because I'm trying not to spend money on beer. But we're going to open this one in celebration of it was an amazing beer, not barrel-aged. This is the non-BA version. It is Life After Death Star by Equilibrium. Now, this one has... I always get them mixed up. It is Mostra Ghost Bear Espresso, Madagascar Vanilla, Raw Coconut Marshmallow, and Lactose. Okay.
Is this a Jay Wake collab?
Yes, this is Jay Wakefield. This is Life After Death Star. This was the first one. Then they did Life Before Death Star. Then they did the Grand Royales. And they have now they have a whole Lads Vember. And they have a Death Star Day. But this is the one that started it all. But this one's batch 3.
All right.
And to open it, we will be using an awesome Peanuts Thanksgiving opener
Bye.
by a guy that I forget his name. I think his name is Sloppy Joe. And Sloppy Joe has disgraced himself in the glass world of late.
Did he get caught with his spatchcock?
Pre-orders and not fulfilling them.
Oh.
And not answering
Sloppy
messages.
Joe.
So this is the last of the Sloppy Joe, and his site's shut down. And
That's sad.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's. I hope I'm correct that it's Sloppy Joe, because it's a nice opener. It's really nicely cut out. The burn on it is really cool.
It's girthy.
Yeah, it is girthy. That is one girthy opener. So here we go. Beautiful, nice magnet catch. And let's see how deep and dark this pours. Let me give this. Do you need a rinse on this one?
Sure.
Okay, let's give him a rinse. He's got to try some of that.
Rinse-a-roni. Glug glug.
And there will be more where that came from, sir, if you like it. So, they call it LADS, L-A-D-S, Life After Death Star.
Cheers.
Yep. Oh, it smells so good.
Right away. Coffee. Right away on the nose. Did you say coconut or marshmallow or both? Both? I get both.
Raw coconut and marshmallow.
I get both in the nose. It's coffee first, and then the sweetness rolls in on the nose after. Tom doesn't care. He's face deep in it already.
You know, when you don't have sugar for a long time, you really become sensitive to it.
Oh, wow. That's nice. Let me explain how that's nice. It's bitter coffee up front, and then you just go down that slide into the marshmallow coconut pool. And then it's just sitting there at the end. And then at the end, you get out, and there's a little bitter towel that you wrap yourself up in. So it's bitter, sweet, bitter is what I'm
the
getting.
vanilla is definitely in there.
It's in the pool, yeah.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about this one?
It's good.
Yeah.
It's real good.
Yeah, this one, delicious beer.
Well done.
They always do a good job with this one.
Yum.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, it was released today. That same exact beer, just the barrel-aged version. So we've got to have that one today.
Scrumptiddlyicious.
So I had to share my favorite part about Thanksgiving is the dinner rolls, because it's only this time of year, Thanksgiving and Christmas, that you can get the brown and serve rolls at the grocery store. And those with a big, huge pat of butter on them are my favorite.
They have like an X or a plus on them?
Sort of. They had like a little, rolly top.
I know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's
Do you
what I look forward to
buy them
every
and
year.
freeze them?
I think I'm going to try and do that this year.
Yeah. You buy them and put them in the chest
So
freezer.
just walk me through this. The rolls come out.
Yep, and I keep the basket and the butter very close.
If there was no one telling you what your limits were, how many would you eat?
Till I'm full, till I can't eat anymore.
You would just sit there and throw rolls in your face.
I would
skip
just
everything
throw
else.
rolls in my I'd have a little bit of
Like a
turkey
little of
and
just
stuff.
rolls
Yeah,
and
like make it look like I made an effort. But I'm there for the rolls.
Hey, man.
You know what? It all stems back to I had my tonsils out right around Thanksgiving, and like the rolls with the butter was the only thing I could eat at that time, and it's just I don't know. I just love it.
That's fantastic. Yeah.
Did you ever try to put some bologna in those rolls?
No, just butter, just big, huge pat of butter on it. Let it melt into
Nice
it,
salty
like,
butter.
get all soggy.
Yeah.
Bologna, another tubular.
Oh, it's so good.
One of his favorites.
I think he's off those now. Yeah, I think Thanksgiving should be all about a day where you just do what you want.
So, my beer tradition for Thanksgiving has gone on for over 10 years now. I collect a 6-pack. Now it's just down to a 6-pack. It used to be a case. Every year of Mad Elf. Mm-hmm. So, I start in the morning, because there's no way I'm going to make it through, and I start with the oldest Mad Elf I have, and I drink a vertical all the way up to the present Mad Elf. So there have been years where there were 10 bottles of Mad Elf in front of me that I had to drink. Now I'm down to like 5 or 6.
Will you be continuing that tradition this year?
I will. It's the tradition that I will not break. Now, I will only buy a 6-pack. Because any more than 6 years old, it really does start to drop off.
Okay.
But 5 years between that 5 and 6 mark
There's a little bit of a sweet
is
spot.
beautiful.
Okay.
I love it. So it's always a really nice beer. Anything older than that, I've found I don't enjoy.
And it's well documented that you do not drink beer while you eat.
Never. You start. So then I can start in the morning, deal with family and all that fun stuff as I go, and then as I'm running low on beer, I'm like, I've had 5 or 6. It's almost time to eat. I take a break, I eat, and then I finish up with the last 1 or 2.
I won't drink a beer the entire day.
No.
It's all about food that day for me. I
see.
don't even think about beer.
Yeah, Mad Elf. It's only one beer.
That's good.
It's the start of my Christmas beer
I
season.
like to have traditions. They're good. So we've exhaustively covered Thanksgiving.
We did pretty good. I love Thanksgiving. I love the holidays.
We've drank all of our beers for the night. However, I do because it's almost time to start wrapping up.
Oh my
and
gosh,
heading
we have
out.
a lot we have to mention.
I know.
Holy moly.
With this beer, though, does the coconut get more prominent the more you drink it? Or am I just imagining that?
You will start to pick out certain things more. And everyone's palate is different. But yeah, you might notice certain things way more than others. Like, oh wow, I didn't notice that the first time. But now you'll get something different because it's a different spot in the bottle.
And as it's open and sits in your glass and warms up, that affects it too.
And this is, I think, ideal temperature right now.
Yeah.
It's a little chilled, but almost room temp.
So, I guess we have the Valley Forge Beer Fest,
Yes.
which is a designated drinking event. You and a certain number of the hooligans went last year. This will be my first visit. That is December 3rd?
2 tickets for $50. It's going to be a great time. 1 session. We will have a wonderful time. You should come hang out with us.
Yeah, you should. Because we're just going to do our thing where we're going to dress up like idiots, roll in, and take over.
It's a big laugh. I have a new outfit this year. I will not be Yukon Cornelius. I will be another beloved holiday character.
Rankin and Bass?
Can't speak to that. I'll tell you off camera.
Okay. If you come to the fest, you'll see.
Yep.
And then after that,
The next week,
the biggest, baddest, mofoiest of all the low expectations events of the year. Last year, 20 of you showed up, and it was amazing. This year, I'm hoping we can double that number, double the fun. We have a pseudo-celebrity that will be joining us as we crawl our way through Phoenixville on December 10th, starting
as soon as we get new locations, some old ones, some new ones. If you were there last year, we're going to skip those ones that, yeah. And we're going to add a few new places in there, and we are working on, I think, what will be an amazing surprise at some point throughout the time. We have you brewed a beer with a good friend.
Yeah.
So we have a new beer coming up.
Good friend of the show, Tom Ryan Brewing, got together a week or two ago. We're brewing another special Christmas beer this year in 2 weeks or so.
A little lighter than the last one.
A little lighter than the last one. We'll be bottling. We will have bottles at the crawl. And if you amuse us during the crawl, Tom's most likely to give you a bottle.
This is correct.
Something about the ho-ho-ho-iest.
You don't want to miss this. Do not, if you have anything that you have going on that day, you need to cancel it. If you're visiting with grandma, just bring grandma.
Look at these eyes. We've literally invited you to 50 things this year. If you haven't come to a single one, this is the one you shouldn't miss.
This is always the best.
In fact, bring 3 of your friends with the lowest standards along.
Yeah, it's not like we barely talk or anything during the whole event. We just hang out, have a great time, and take over Phoenixville. The goal is to be as festive as possible and to just play awesome holiday music and just to have a great pre-Christmas party.
My favorite part about last year was every place we walked into, the entire population of the place went,
"Whoo!" And then the energy picked up.
Yep.
You walked in and all the people there are like, "Oh man, this is so cool." I mean, that was by far the best part.
a big traveling gypsy caravan of fun is what it was.
Except for that one place.
Except for that one place. That's why we're not going back there.
We're not going.
So that's December 10th. And, the Friday, Black Friday, I know you're not going to be around, but we are doing a designated drinking event in Imprint for the 7 Deadly Sins Stout release and the USA-England World Cup game. So we have a lot of opportunities. And honestly, at the end of the day, guys, we do all these events because we like hanging out with you guys. So we kind of want you to come out and have some fun. Yep. That's all I got.
Yeah. Me too.
Okay.
I got nothing else.
I am going to say tonight, The beer was great. I know you don't like Idaho 7. I don't mind it. The beer was great. All three
I
beers.
can step aside and say that was an amazingly well-crafted beer, just not my hop. Like that's a great beer, and people should try that beer, and you should try more from that brewery. Modestman,
Yep, Modestman in New Hampshire.
delicious.
3 for 3. If we don't, and we won't see you before Thanksgiving, I hope everybody has a fantastic Thanksgiving. I hope you guys get together with family, friends, and Tom and I get very excited once the holiday season gets up and running because we're both really into it and we're looking forward to all that is coming our way.
It's going to be great. And the next 2 episodes, only Christmas beers. That's the rule.
Stay tuned.
Yep, until Christmas, only Christmas beers. So,
All right.
until then, goodbye, folks.
We're signing out. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and we will see you soon. Take care.